This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hello everybody, welcome to Table Golf Association. This is a fantastic game. You are going to have to get your hands on it. We have a barn burner for you today. It's round 2. It is match 2. Who will move on? Who will go home? But who will still be competing for the golden trophy? The trophy that says that you are the best at this. We shall see. Right now, we are going to hand it over to my good friend, and we are going to get ready for some golf. 2 holes. Be ready. I will see you up in the booth. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob, and hey, what can I say? Thank you, Tiger, for the intro. I guess that was an intro. We've got a barn burner today. We've got Danny and Sean playing off 2 holes, a par 3 and a par 4, to stay fair to our other competitors. Last week, Ace completely tanked with a +7, but Izzy is in the top of the leaderboard and may get the bye with a +1. Now listen, if you like this game, you're going to want to go get this game, because this, I can't stop playing it. It's a lot of fun. Hats off to John Garcia and his team for putting out such a fantastic quality game. The quality is ridiculous and just fun. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Just a lot of fun. So hopefully you can get it either at Table Golf Association and possibly very soon from our good friends over at Miniature Market, because I'm going to tell you this much. They're really going to want to carry more of this. They initially had some there, and the pre-orders, it sold out in seconds. Didn't even make it up on the board. So we've made sure that this game, hopefully, if everything works out, will be there and be available for you guys through a Miniature Market even. So this is a game that you have to have. It's fun. If you don't like dexterity games, it's not about dexterity. It's golf. It's probably the best golf game I've played in a long time, and a lot of fun. So let's go down to the table, start our match, see who's going to come out of this, and I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm going to head up with the Tiger. So folks, we're going to open up with the par 3. Looks a little bit easier than it was last week. We don't have to talk about Ace's complete disaster last week, but this week a little easier par 3. It really depends on the draw that you have and what holes you end up playing, for sure. Tiger, what do we got out here? Well, my friend, we have a couple of bunkers over to the side, which could be a big problem, especially on this par 3, because as you know that hitting out the sand is not a good time. But there's a little water, so if you kind of mess up right off the beginning, it's going to be a very long afternoon for you. The par 3 will really set the tone for the next par 4 for our 2 golfers in this competition. Yeah, buddy, I think this is really going to be tough. And it's not only that, but it's not that easy if you don't hit it onto the fairway here, onto the fairway, because you do have some rough in the center. So if you hit it short, that's going to be a real problem. Yeah, spit it out, friend. It really help if you can enunciate your words properly. But I get what you're saying, and you're dead on. So our very first golfer today will be Danny Deisman. Now, Danny, who is going to be the yellow ball, he will be able to, he can re-roll weather die result and spin again. This could be very critical for him. So if he doesn't like what we get here, he can re-roll it and respin it. Oh, the ball is going straight forward. This could be very interesting. Very interesting. And we have a slight win. A slight win here, folks. Making sure that we got that right. So a slight win. So the ball the wind is to their back. This could be very helpful, especially in tough situations like this. Yeah, I agree, big fella. So Danny is going to start off, and we're going to see how this works out for Danny. Let's see if we can get a couple of good holes of golf out of these guys. You know, they seemed pretty nervous last week. Yes, I am very intimidating. Let's be honest. If there was a real tiger on the golf course, I'd be probably crapping my pants too. You know what I'm saying? Well, you make a pretty good point there, big fella. All right, let's see how Danny makes out. Danny's up to the tee now. Let's see how he does. This is going to really set the tone for the afternoon. Danny Deisman, first shot, par 3, 165 yards. Why are you whispering? They can't hear us. Well, I'm just whispering a little bit. Let's be quiet and let him hit. Here we go. Oh, he aced it! He aced it on the first shot! That was incredible! That was a wonderful shot! A hole-in-one, our first one on the channel. This is incredible! Unbelievable shot. That's the way you do it, folks. That's the way you get off to a great start. You just ace it. You don't worry about the win. You don't worry about anything. Danny comes out strong with an ace, and I gotta admit that's the first time it's happened. And wow, incredible, absolutely incredible. That's going to give him a -2 right off the bat. A lot of pressure on Sean Sandelson. Can he match it? We've seen stranger things on this channel, that's for sure. Wow. Unbelievable. On a par 3, he aces it. Congratulations to Danny. Didn't worry about the win whatsoever and aced it. And wow, Sean's got a lot to do right here. He needs to keep this close. He really does. Yes, he needs a very good ball. The greenskeepers are going around making sure that everything is perfect here. I don't even think they do this at Augusta. But let us see how Sean does. Now Sean, he's a little different. No penalty when hitting out of the sand. So he will hit straight up. So he can go into the sand and not have a bad day at all. Let's see how he makes out. This is going to be a lot of pressure on him. His tournament life depends on this. He's got to come out of this staying close to Danny, or else he is going to have a lot of trouble going into the par 4, which I'm positive is going to be a very difficult hole. All right, here we go. Let's see how he does. Yeah, buddy, this can really set the tone for the entire afternoon. Just like last week where Ace just fell completely apart. This can really take it out here. Here we go. He's sizing it up. He's taking a look. He steps away from the hole. You can see the pressure on his face. He really knows that he needs to make a good shot here. Yeah, this is just, wow. You want to talk about for the money right here. Here we go. Here we go. Setting up. He's lined up perfectly. Make sure the ball is where he wants it to be. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Not a great shot, but his ability will save him here. He can get out of this cheap. No penalty when hitting out of the sand. So he can really, if he can sink this and just stay one shot behind, it could be all right for him. Remember, when you are hitting out of the sand, you would have to use your non-dominant hand, and it would be the thumb. You would have to use the thumb. Not what you need to do here. Here we go. Lot of pressure. Oh, he comes up short, but he's on the fairway. But, and we did not take this into consideration, even though it would have stayed in the sand. We did not take the wind into consideration. But would it have made a difference? I don't think so. No, it would not have made a difference. because another length there would have, and we gave him the extra length on the other side there to make up for where we would have had to go forward. He still would have been hitting out of the sand. All right, he needs to sink this to stay 2 shots behind. And he does. And he does. So he pars it. So we're getting a lot better golf here. A lot better golf. Sanderson even through 1 hole. Danny -2. Incredible. Incredible what he has just done. Let's see how they make out on the par 4. And let us go over to it. My colleague is there, ready to break down the hole. Well, here we are on the 2nd hole here, and boy, is it a doozy. This is a par 4 where you had a lot, it seemed a lot easier on the par 3, and you could say, well, you know, they had a little bit of advantage here. The par 4 2nd hole here really has a lot of challenges going for it. First of all, you're going to be hitting and hopefully staying out of the trees and the sand, and a very small fairway here to kind of try to reach. That could be very difficult with some rough here, which if you can get there, it could help you out depending on the wind. If you are able to make your good first shot, well, guess what? You have a pretty much almost easy shot to the green there, but can be a little stiff there on the left side, especially since we forgot to install some ground there. And there we go. There's a little more sand there, and there we go. Heading into the green, you're going to have to stay down the middle. You're going to have to stay smart. And you're going to want to just try to get par here, because that is not going to be easy. See, we're not professional, but that's okay. Well, you know, we do what we have to do. Yeah, big dummy. It would have been nice if you put the other tile there instead of leaving it off to the side. It takes away from the whole realism of the game. But, you know, we go with what we have here. A complete idiot running this game. All right. All right, so we're going to spin for some wind. We're going to see if Danny likes what he gets here. Wow, that's a heck of a spin there. We're going to have a bit of a pushback here if it sits correctly. And no, there's going to be no wind on this hole. So that could be a good thing. Danny likes it. He's going to let it stay. Danny's going to have the honors here. This is crucial here. He's got to set the tone and have Sean panic the way he did last time. All right, so he got the weather that he wanted, but can he get what he really needs here? And that's a good ball right down the middle there. All right, here he goes. He's sizing it up. He likes what he sees. And, oh, he went right off! Right off! Unbelievable. It's shades of last week. This could be a total disaster for him. Now, when you go off, you are going to go back to the original spot. Hold on here. The wind, there is no wind, so that is not going to be a factor. Okay, so he's going to have to re-hit that off the tee, but he's hitting 3 now. He's hitting 3. This is a total disaster and meltdown for Danny, and there is hope for Sean right here, depending on what happens here. So here we go. Danny trying to bring himself back in. This guy must be Ace's cousin. Must be. Boy, that's a tough one. I'm going to say that's more on the on the rough than it is the water, and we're going to give it, because the ball is solely on there, we're going to give that to him. So that was 3. So now he is hitting 4. This is for par. So he was hitting 3. So now he's going to be hitting 4. Now here's where it's going to be tough. Any finger on his non-dominant hand. This is a real tough shot. And things are melting down here, folks. Things are melting down, and quickly. He's got to put this in. He cannot afford the bogey to let Sean back into the game. I gotta agree with you, big fella. This is going to be a tough shot here. The ground's groundskeepers have been absolutely fabulous at this event. Here we go. He's going to be hitting 4 right here. He's got to make this shot. Oh! He did! He did it! It's a par! It landed on its side, but it was not hanging over, so it counts. It is 4. Wow, he parred it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's make sure that we're doing this right. So he hit 1, pendulum shot. That would be 2, then 3. He was hitting 3 to there. Yes, that was the 3rd shot. And then 4. Yes, it is a par. Wow, what an incredible par. Incredible. That puts him at -2 for the day. Wow, that was a heck of a shot. And now that kind of really puts a lot of pressure on. He needs an eagle to even get into this. We got to give him his due. Let's see what he can do. Can he keep it on the fairway and give himself a decent shot? He's going to have to hold this out. This is going to be very tough. It's almost impossible, but never say never here at Rob's Tabletop World, where anything can go wrong or happen. That was an incredible par. Let's see if he can put himself in a position to tie this. Here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a heck of a shot. He really has to be smart here. And he can end up in the sand and still end up good here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he just went off. He was going for the sand there. So that's going to eliminate him. But we're going to let it play out anyways. We're going to let it play out. He's hitting 3. And yeah, it's all going to. This is considered out of bounds. This is a disaster. That is going to be hitting 5 now off the tee. Oh boy, this is about as. That's what he needed to do. I'm going to say that the ball is more on that side. That is 5, 6, and he finishes with a 7. Absolutely embarrassing. 7. That's +3. Not as bad as Ace was. Ace was a total disaster. He was +7. But boy, we're hoping we get a good match here one of these days. That would be nice. Well, you got to hand it to Danny. Danny came out and did what he needed to do. A great job by Danny. Parring. He now eliminates Izzy, who was at +1. Danny is now leading the pack at -2 here. And boy, that second hole, what a save that was. That was absolutely incredible. Making that par, that it could have been a total disaster, but the way Sean, you think he would have got a little bit more confident knowing how bad things were. He just hit the ball too hard and it went off and had to re-hit, and then he went into the cliff where he had to re-hit from the tee yet again. Once he went off out of bounds, everything kind of fell. It kind of went off. It went off the tracks, dude. Let's just call it. He absolutely lost his marbles and fell apart. Wow. Yeah, I think you're 100% right there. Let's take it up to the stands here. I'll take us out a little bit, and then Tiger, you can finish this off for me, and we'll be back next week with our next 2 competitors. Danny Deisman is going to move on. And he may get the bye, but we still have. We're still going to have to see who's going to face Izzy in the semifinals. It's either going to be Charles Clifford or Lucy Lucky Lou. So make sure you're here next week with us. Let's send it up top and send it to the Tiger. What a match! What a match! It was actually close until the second hole. Once he parred, Sean just completely fell apart. I mean, absolutely lost his marbles. It was such a shame to see. We were hoping that he would be competitive. But what do I have to say about this great game? John Garcia, you beautiful son of a peach. This is masterful. We need more tiles, more holes, more maps, more everything of this great game. And be sure to look for it soon, hopefully, coming to Miniature Market. You must get this game. This is a great game. And next week we've got a barn burner as the final two. The final two in round 3 will be determining who is going to face Izzy. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait. Join us here next week for more Table Golf Association, the greatest golf game ever. Up to you, big dummy. Thank you, Tiger. I think now that you've called John a beautiful son of a bitch, I'm sure he's never going to want to watch the show again. He meant it with all the infection in the world because, boy, I'll tell you something. This is just fantastic. Keep your eyes open for it on Miniature Market. If you want it right now, like I did, go get it at Table Golf Association. This is just something special. As a matter of fact, I'm changing my plans, and hopefully I can get to the dice tower just so I can shake his hand and play this on the oversized tiles that he's going to be having there. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is a must-have. Boy, what a match we had. It came out fast and hard. A hole-in-one, which we've never done before, and Danny now sits at -2 after making that fantastic par shot, which was ridiculous. Okay, able to hold it out after a bit of a disaster. It looked like the wheels were coming off the bus, but that third shot right into the hole was everything that you can ask for, and he's going to walk away. It looks right now that he'll be the one that'll get the bye. And next week, winner will be playing what it looks like Izzy. I mean, well, Izzy's definitely going to be playing in the have to play an additional match, and looks like Danny might get the bye unless one of our two other competitors can do better than a -2. Quite impressive, that's for sure. But they'll have their chance next week, which I hope you will join us next week for round 2, match 3 of our Table Golf Association tournament. Until next time, for the Tiger, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.